What's going on, guys? This is my review on the InkJet Stencils stencil printer ink and transfer paper. When I first started hearing about this, I was under the impression that it was the printer itself, when in fact it was just the ink and the paper that was being ran through the printer. This is the Epson Expression EcoTank 2650. The 4-ounce bottle of stencil ink comes in at around $150. The bottle fills up each ink reservoir about 1/4 of the way after the print head has been charged. I would definitely recommend wearing gloves with this because it did become a little messy and I did overshoot some of the reservoirs just a little bit. And this is a semi-permanent die. Since using this printer, I printed around 25 to 30 large-scale stencils and actually haven't noticed any change in the ink levels. So yes, it does last for what it looks like will be several hundred prints. InkJet Stencils says each bottle will produce about 1,000 to 1,500 stencils. This printer is marketed as a time saver, and I believe the target market is towards realism and portrait artists. The paper that's recommended for this is some type of tracing paper that works really well with the printer and the ink. And I will say this paper is a little bit on the thicker side, so you may have to put some relief cuts in it when placing your stencil. Alright, so here's my pros and cons. I'll start with the pros first, and I'll say the stencils do last. Not as long as Spirit transfer paper, but they do last a good while. Another pro to this, you can get a lot of detail and a lot of contrast with these stencils, and it's a huge time saver. When printing these stencils, you want to make sure your subject matter has a lot of contrast and it's really bright in the shadows, and you will print a really nice stencil. So the cons for this system, I would say the stencil lasts but tend not to hold up detail in an area that has been wiped a couple times. Also, the bottle it comes in is very cheap and it does leak. With that being said, the bottle is single use though. I would recommend this to a fellow artist if they are trying to save time and if their main style is black and gray realism. And as always, thanks for watching my videos and showing your support for my channel.